All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rodgers now on first down. Dumps it off for Geis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Rodgers to throw on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third and 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Keenum. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Timmy Jernigan able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down, Rodgers to Michelle on the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, it's Rodgers. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 49 yards on the ground. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 319. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Dancing to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Keenum. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Keenum going to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, twisting away. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll check it down to Geis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken. Down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Over the middle to Smith. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Traquan Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, now he bowls him over. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a toss. This is Gallman. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gallman will run it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the toss, there goes Gallman. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Now it's Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
After to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
319.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now it's Rodgers. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On third down, Fournette. And some space here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A handoff, Fournette running left. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throw with Keenum. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They start on the ground with Geis. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Reset. Hey, easy.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Linval Joseph. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Let's go, go.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone and